right, welcome race fans. We're back here with the Renegade Racing. Another season here, new season, new car, and new schedule. It's going to be a lot of fun. And man, if you watched last season, it was some great racing, great championship battle at the very end of the season. It was just amazing, nothing short of amazing. I'm telling you, if you didn't get the chance to see some of those races, go back on the channel here and check them out. Renegade Racing, man, I'm telling you what, they were phenomenal races. So, well, looking at tonight now, I don't believe we have anything coming up here tonight, and I'm not sure about tomorrow night. I didn't look to update it, but anyhow, let's see who's the race analytics here show. 78-degree air temperature, 80-degree track temperature. We do have a pretty hefty wind there, 13-mile-an-hour wind. Looks like out of the northwest. So 100 laps are doing here tonight. That's 250 miles. Tire window about 50 to 60 laps, but the fuel window now 50% fuel in these Xfinity cars. They're getting about 20 to 25 laps on a tank of fuel. They said that if you're out front pulling, you know, breaking the air and leading, you're probably going to get about 20 laps. And if you're back behind, you could save a little bit. You might get about 23, maybe a little more, you know, depending. But the bad thing is you don't want to run out of gas on the backstretch, let me tell you. And pit road speed, 50 mile an hour here at Daytona. And this is the season opener here, so there is no points as of yet. So we're going to try to see if we can't get somebody up here to talk to them here in just a minute and find out what what their expectations are here coming into tonight and starting the season out at Daytona. Right now we got about 25 cars in there, and Spencer Dewsbury is at the top of the leaderboard. So let me see if I can find somebody here to talk to real quick. We'll kind of pick their brain a little bit and see what they think of tonight's race. All right, we caught up with Matt Daniels here. Matt, what's the track conditions like out there right now? What's the car feeling like with these Xfinity cars?
They pretty for good. I mean, you can push a little bit out of the corners, and it makes it for a little more control. It's not so loose end out. So,
Right.
You know, great racing, a lot of tight racing.
Well, I've kind of got a little bit of an inside scoop here that you really can't push very much because the cars really get hot quick.
Yeah, you got to manage your pushing a little bit. You know, if you're out front, you know, it's great, but if you're behind somebody up tight, right up behind the bumper, they get hot pretty quick, about 4 or 5 laps in.
Man, yeah. Well, that's a little more than I expected. I figured the old days there, we used to only be able to get about maybe 2 laps, you know, and boy, they'd be scorching hot. But, well, all right, do you have a teammate you're working with tonight?
We got the Great Lakes, race team that we have. We have Mark and Justin Benda, and then Sam, he shows up. We're going to work together.
Oh, very good, very good. All right, well, I'll let you get back at practice, and good luck out there then, Matt.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, very good. Well, we'll see if we can get another guy up here. We got a couple more minutes here. All right, caught up with Brandon Dennis here. Brandon, I don't see you up there at the top of the leaderboard. What the heck's going on with that?
Well, I was doing a lot of solo practice qualifying laps, and it looks like we're running like 50.6s. I'm curious to see if anyone's going to go a little faster than that myself, but yeah. So I haven't really been running in a pack. Been practicing a lot of pit stops. You know, I lay back at the start of the race anyway. Try to get a feel for it.
So what are you going to be working with your teammates here tonight, or you got somebody else you're going to work with, or you're just going to?
So we're going to be working with Wesley and Lee, our other teammate, and our plan is to just stay back, maybe a second off the pack or so, and maybe a little further, see how it goes. But
yeah, my feelings on that was always, I usually try to stay about 3.5, 4 seconds behind the pack, so you got time to check up in case something happens up front, you know.
Yes, and what I found out with this car in particular, if you stay about 4 or 5 seconds, you need at least 3 to 4 cars to catch back up. If if one of your guys loses a draft, I don't think you'll have enough to catch up.
Right.
What we've been experimenting with here. So
right.
I'm hoping to stay maybe a second back. Maybe my teammates want to push it a little further. We'll see, but.
All right, well, I'll let you go then, Brandon. Good luck out there the rest of the race tonight.
All righty, sir. I do appreciate it.
All right. All right, folks, we're going to step away for the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying, so stay with us.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land? Another praise, you're the home of the brave. To say, stand of the brave, the U.S. of A.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
All right, folks, we are back. Qualifying's just getting started. They do have a 10-minute window here to qualify, so, and he might advance it. I don't know. He's been known to do that before, advance it after everybody is done qualifying. Again, first race of the season here at Daytona tonight with the Xfinity cars. They were racing the ARCA cars last season, and they've opted to change up to the Xfinity cars this season. So we'll see how this season goes. These guys are good racers, too. Really good racers. So I think you're in for a treat here tonight. Should be getting some times coming in here right directly. Got a few new people in here too, so I'm gonna have to get used to some of these new names. And right now, Justin Bendit is up. Nope, Daniel Nanny. Daniel Nanny to the top. Justin Benda second. Nanny was, man, he was battling for that championship last season. Man, that was an amazing championship. And Brandon Barkowski to the top of the leaderboard. That'll change up a lot. Kyle Morningstar to the top of the leaderboard. That's kind of a strange last name, Morningstar. Yeah. And Brandon Dennis to the top of the leaderboard. Man, I was just talking to him there before qualifying, and he was doing a little testing there on qualifying laps. So maybe he learned something. We'll see how that holds up. We've got about six more people qualifying yet. So far, so good. And I want to give a shout out to tonight's sponsor, their Addy Engineering. That is tonight's sponsor. Well, by the looks of it here, it looks like Brandon's going to hold on to that pole. Still got a few guys here making their final lap. I don't know. We'll see how that, if he is going to indeed hold on to that. My gosh, I'm telling you, it looks like he's going to. That's pretty amazing, man. We still got a few guys that did not qualify. A few late comers that just showed up here as qualifying started. Daniel Durzik coming in 22nd on the board. Whoa. Well, looks like everybody is that is going to qualify has qualified. And we still got about 1 minute and 40 seconds left here of qualifying. I'm not sure if that would be enough time for, no, that would not be enough time for anybody to go out there and make a lap now. You need about 2 minutes to make a lap, or a little more than 2 minutes. Because you got to make your first lap's got to be your out lap, and they're only running 50-second laps. So, yeah, you'd probably need about 2 minutes and 20 seconds or so. Just to complete, one lap anyhow. And usually your first lap is not as fast as your second lap here at Daytona. Well, I'm going to be by myself tonight. Wayne is on vacation this week, so him and his wife enjoying a little vacay time. So I hope everything's okay with him. I tried to call him earlier. He must not have his phone with him, or doesn't have it on or turned on or something. I don't know, because I couldn't get a hold of him. I just hope everything's okay. I haven't heard from him. And in the next couple of weeks, we may be switching, maybe getting Wayne over here to help me on Saturday nights, and Wayne may be moving over to Friday nights to help me. He likes some super speedways, and old farts are going to be going to super speedways next season. They still got one more week to go on their regular schedule. So, all right, looks like that's going to wrap up qualifying. Let's get everybody on the MaxSpeedTV starting grid. All right, Brandon Dennis does take the pole with a 50.526. Man, that's a smoking lap right there. And really, here at Super Speedway, it doesn't really mean a whole lot, because, you get in the draft and you can go from 0 to 0 or 0 to hero in one lap. So it doesn't really, it doesn't really matter all that much. But All right, Christopher Heller will start on the outside of the front row there in second. Michael McKinnon in third. Robert Dudley fourth. Phil Bedford will start fifth. Wesley Johnson sixth. Jacob Manning seventh. Kyle Morningstar will start eighth. Matt Daniels ninth. Kyle Hall rounds out the top 10. Robert Brill 11th. Brandon Barkuski starting in 12th. Daniel Nanny will start 13th. Tom Miller 14th. Lee Tankersley will start in 15th. William Barbagelata in 16th. Ryan Walsh 17th. Mark Benda 18th. Justin Benda 19th. Spencer Dewsbury 20th. Ty Aiken 21st. Daniel Durzik. Yeah, Durzik. He will start in 22nd. Ray Polking 23rd. Shane Posey 24th. Clayton White 25th. Ryland Dewsbury will start in 26th. Sam Liotta will start 27th. Ron Holmes 28th. I guess that's round out the field. So a lot of new names. Yeah, a lot of new names that I'll need to get used to. But again, congratulations to Brandon Dennis, man. I'm not sure if he even thought he had that in him or not, but man, that was a great lap. One reset here tonight, folks, and 3 green-white checkers if we need them. A little bit of money on the line. Brandon Dennis has said that he is going to give, and this is every week in the whole season, $5 to the winner, $3 to second, and $1 to third every week. So that's pretty cool. I know it doesn't sound like a lot of money, but you know, it's a little bit of an enticement to try to get out there and win the race. You know, $5, hey, what the heck, you know? Where can you go have a little fun and have a chance to win $5? May help you buy a car or track or something that you might need in iRacing. Here we go, folks. Pace car heads in.
Green flag,
Guys are
green
laying
flag.
back a little bit. All right, green flag's in the air. We're underway here at Daytona. All right, these guys, it takes almost a full lap to get these cars up, completely up to full speed. When they go into turn 3 here, they'll be pretty close to up to full speed. But when they cross the start-finish line, they'll still be picking up, you know, a little bit of speed. Boy, we got guys backing out and going way to the back. Well, I'm not sure what's going on there. Wow, these guys decided to go back, I guess, and pick up teammates and stuff. Wow. All right. All right, looks like Brandon Dennis will lead the very first lap of the race. Nobody's challenging him just yet. Here comes the number 49, Robert Dudley on the outside. A little bit of help there from Kyle Morningstar. And boy, I'll tell you what, they got a good run here. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do it or not. Oh, and Brandon backs out of it. He says he's going to the back to pick up his teammate. So Robert Dudley will come down the hill and take over the lead here. Wow, there was a little wiggle there by the 43, Kyle Morningstar, and that was just enough that he got the run on the outside because he wasn't able to get down there, and he will lead that lap. Kyle Hall coming up in behind him with a little push. And right behind him, Robert Brill. Brill drops it to the bottom. Very tight racing, boy, I'll tell you. These guys, oh, contact.
The yellow flag is
Oh,
out.
there's a yellow. Christopher Heller was caught up in that, I do believe. Oh, yeah, he was caught up in it. Oh, my. So first caution out, folks. Let's go back and check it out here. I think it was Morningstar. There's one that something happened here. It was him and the number 11, Christopher Heller. Oh yeah, right there it was. Oh my. So, oh, and then he got hit again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, looks like maybe, I'm not sure if Heller thought he could go up the hill there. Looks like he went to go to the high side, and Morningstar was there. Okay. It doesn't take much when you're trying to get some side draft. Morningstar was down there pretty close to him trying to get side draft. So this will shake the field up here. Now he gets hit again, really hard. Gets ran into right here. No place to go, and boy, the 13 just pile drives it. That was Daniel Dursky. So both of those cars are going to be really tore up now. Definitely have to use a reset. Not something you want to do in the first couple laps of the race, let me tell you. Robert Dudley is bringing them all to pit road. Remember, folks, they're only running 50% fuel here. So it's going to be pretty important to keep the fuel in these cars. Well, that let Robert Brill stay out, but it looks like everybody behind him, almost everybody, came down pit road. There's a few of them that stayed out. So pretty wild start to the race. Yeah, it's going to definitely change up the running order big time. Well, Christopher Heller, you got a copy.
Hey, I got you, man.
Wow, not a good way to start the race out. You're going to have to use your reset already.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I didn't see the replay, but I don't know if I got hooked or if I came up into him.
Well, it kind of looked like you drifted up about a foot. Now, you know, it was Morningstar had come down. He was trying to get some side draft off. Now, I'm not trying to say this is official. I'm just looking at it from my perspective, okay? But it looked like you may have drifted up about a foot or so and got into the side of him, and he was right there. You know, he's down there trying to get a little side draft off you guys, but he didn't move. From what I could see, he didn't move. But so, unfortunately, but man, oh man, well, now you're in the back. I don't think that's going to be a problem, but you got no more resets left, right?
Yep. They're all gone already.
Yep. So now you get tiptoe around here, and hopefully you don't get no more damage.
Yeah, I'm just gonna probably sit back for a while.
Yeah. Good move. Good move. All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck the rest of the race, then, Christopher.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for talking with me.
Yep.
All right. Very good. So Robert Brill staying out. A lot of them here. Looks like we got about 5 guys that stayed out, but behind them, everybody else come to pit road. And the first one off of pit road was Robert Dudley. He came in first and come out first. And I would say it looks like he may have just topped off the fuel. Maybe did a 2-tire. No, I don't think he even did a 2-tire change. I think he just topped off the fuel. His tires really don't matter that much here. You know, you can go 50, 60, you could go half the race, at least half the race. I've heard of guys going the full distance of races like this here, 100 laps, without even changing tires. I don't think I would chance that because with this new tire model, from what I understand, you can pop a tire on these things. You can blow a tire. So it's not something you really want to take that chance on, you know, that I would think. It's worth at least taking 2 tires. They've delayed the green here. Looks like they had a few guys that are still trying to catch up to the back of the field. Well, that's a good pick, Napa. That's a good pick. Yeah, Daniel Nanny, he's, I'll tell you what, he was really close to winning that championship last season. And, man, I'll tell you what, that is interesting to see. You know, it was an interesting season last season. Very interesting. It kind of kept me glued to my seat because I was trying to figure, you know, we weren't sure who's going to win it, you know, and it was just an awesome finish to the season. All right, Ryland Dewsbury looked like did not start the race. So one guy that did not start the race. So 27 cars on the track, all of them still on the lead lap. We're ready to go back green. Yeah, that's a good pick. I'm not sure who to pick here. You know, super speedways, it's a shooting match out here. Anybody can win this, you know, especially when you come down to the closing laps. Things can change in a heartbeat, you know. So we'll see. All right, pace cars in.
Green flag, green flag.
And there's the green. We're back underway with Robert Brill in the lead. Remember, now these first 5 cars did not come to pit road, folks. All right up in behind him there, Mark Benda coming from 18th. He was one of them 5 cars that did not pit. Justin Benda. Those two are brothers. Tankersley, he did not pit. Now Matt Daniels didn't pit either, but he kind of didn't get a good start on that and got passed up by a few guys. So he's back to 6th now. Robert Brill continuing to lead. Let's go back and check on Brendan Dennis. I wanted to kind of keep an eye on him because he was up there, started on the pole, and now he's back in 19th position. He kind of got out of the way there and let the cars go by after he led the first lap and got that bonus point, and wanted to come back here with some of his teammates. So we'll keep an eye on him as the night goes on. Tom Miller up to 11th. Like I said, a lot of them here that came from the back to the front now just because of that caution. Lee Tankersley, is he going to lead this lap? I believe he did get it. Yes, he did. So he gets that bonus point. A lot of close racing, a lot of weaving around up here. I see that, man. These guys are really weaving around a lot. Everybody's looking to try to get an advantage. And this is not one of them kind of tracks that you want to weave around a lot. You really do want to hold as steady of a line as you can possibly hold. Kyle Morningstar is back up to the 6th place, though. You hear him lift a little bit there. Oh, in loving memory of Penny Dudley. Wow, she wasn't very old. 69 to 2017. That's not very old. Holy smoke. Dang. I'm not sure who that was, but it was on the back of Robert Dudley's car. He drops it to the bottom there. Now he gets down to the bottom row. And Robert Brill leads another lap. Now remember, folks, they can only get about 20 to 23 laps on a tank of fuel. And some of these guys have already been out here about 10 or 12 laps. So, wow, they're really splitting up here. What the heck is going on? Whoa. Man, they are all over the place. A lot of wiggling, a lot of aero push around these cars, I'm sure, but ay. Hang on to it there, Mark Benda. Man, big wiggle there. Almost come up into Tankersley. Robert Dudley gets shifted back here a little ways. Spencer Dewsbury, which started 20th, now finds himself into 8th place. Like I said, a lot of these guys only took fuel when they stopped just to get themselves on a different pit sequence. And that's not at all a bad thing. Michael McKinnon got a little bit of tail damage on that car, but he seems to be okay. Take a look at that tail damage. Oh yeah, he's got, man, that back right corner is smashed in pretty good. As long as he stays in the draft, he'll be okay. Wanted to save that reset for later. Tankersley in the lead. The field's really gotten split up a lot. That second group of cars are all the way back from 14th. These guys are 7.5 seconds behind that front pack. Oh man, that's a long ways back. I don't usually like to run that far back. Wesley Johnson leading the parade here on the outside. Him and looks like Brandon Dennis working together. There's Brandon, they're two teammates. I don't know. Wesley said he painted up a car, but I'm not seeing the paint, and I've refreshed trading paints. So I don't know why his paint job. I know what the paint job was supposed to look like, but I'm not seeing it. Sorry about that, Wesley. That's not my problem. That's an iRacing problem or trading paints problem. If your paint didn't come through, but I'm refreshing again right now. I know he painted up a new car. This is the third time I've refreshed trading paint. And boy, Wesley left his teammate out to dry there. Brandon Dennis going backward. Not sure what's going on there, but Brandon, man, he is, wow, he just keeps dropping. He's clear back to 23rd now. There we go, just updated, and that's the paint job you got, Wesley. So paint job did not come through. Robert Dudley still in the lead. High side for him, but here comes Lee Tankersley on the bottom. Didn't take Tankersley long to get to the front. And these guys are probably going to be here in about the next 5 laps, be planning up pit stops. Lee Tankersley, he's already been out here 17 laps, but yeah, you got a few caution laps in there too, so you got to take that off. So yeah, probably about another 4 laps. He'll be coming to pit road, I'm sure, 4 or 5 laps. Kyle Hall riding on the high side. He started 10th tonight, running in 5th. The guy that's been really strong up here, I'm noticing, is Robert Dudley and Lee Tankersley. And again, I know it's early, but wow, they're really showing some promising speeds here, and want to be in that front. That second group has now fallen to 8 seconds behind, so they are dropping a little more speed. They're getting single file here, though, which is a good thing. That's a good way to keep the speed up that you're in, you know, is try to get single file and keep your speed going and hope for a caution. That's about what they can do right now, is hope for a caution. Wow, a lot of wiggle in there. Holy smokes, Robert Brill just about wrecked it. Oh, up against the wall. Who was that? That was Phil Bedford, which got a late start, and he goes a lap down. And man, he has got a lot of damage on that car. '53 there, Ryan Walsh. Started 17th, running in 13th, but about to lose the draft off of that front pack. And if he does, he's going to wind up falling all the way to the back of that second pack, which is 8.6 seconds back now. Brandon Barkuski taking over the point. As Wesley Johnson drops back, probably dropping back to pick up his teammate, Brandon Dennis, and it looks like he's gonna try to get it. Well, he can't get it in there just yet. I'm not sure. He's really going backward. Back up front, Tankersley coming to pit road. I figured that was just about the time that he was going to need to come to pit road here. Bunch of them coming in. So that gave the lead to Kyle Morningstar. And these guys will probably be coming in here in about another 4 laps or so. Like I said, they can get about 20 to 23 laps on a tank of fuel. About 20 if you're out front leading, and about 22, 23 if you're in behind there where you can save a little fuel. Kyle Hall, Robert Dudley, and Sam Liotta coming in, and he's off the track, unsafe pit entry, spins it on pit road. That'll be a penalty. That usually is about a 15-second penalty for an unsafe pit entry. Michael McKinnon still sitting on pit road. There, it's finally get away. And they're putting the number 12 there, Robert Brill, a lap down. Robert was up there and led a few laps earlier. So you can't go a lap down when you make a pit stop and you come out with nobody working with you. That's even costlier. Well, thank you everybody for joining us here tonight. We do appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, give us a thumbs up. That shows the support for the league here that these guys are out here racing. They love to have those thumbs up on the videos. And if it's your first time here on MaxSpeedTV, please hit that subscribe button. That helps us out. You can check out our full broadcast schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. Tonight's sponsor is the Patty Engineering. So I wanted to give a shout out to them and thank them for jumping on board as a sponsor. A little bit of money on board for tonight's race. $5 for the winner, $3 to second, and $1 to third. And Brandon has committed to giving that every single race this season. So that's pretty awesome of Brandon Dennis to do that. All right, we should be pretty close to seeing some more guys come into pit road. Yep, here they come. Oh man, locking them up coming to pit road. Well, they gave the lead to Ray Polking. And he should be coming in on this lap here. Him and a few others here up front. Riding right behind Robert Brill. Now, Robert Brill is the first car just ahead of the leaders right there in the number 12. He is back on the lead lap, but let's see if these guys come to pit road. Yes, they are coming to pit road. So they're getting about 21 laps, maybe, yeah, about 21 laps on a tank of fuel. So that, yeah, him and Shane Posey come in. So that'll, and Daniel Nanny, we got a bunch of them coming in now. Yeah, a whole bunch of them. This is all that front lead pack. All that, and yeah, all the way back. Let's see, all the way back to Robert Dudley, which Robert Dudley will be, he will take the lead back here. And boy, the field has really gotten spread out now. Morningstar trying to pass up Robert Dudley. He got a pretty good run on him there. And he comes down in front of Robert Dudley. So Morningstar taking the lead. Going to pass up all these cars that are just now coming off of pit road. There they go, back to the lead. Yeah, we might not see too many cautions from the rest of the night then, if the, you know, this is kind of an inkling of how this is going to go about here with, you know, with the field getting spread out all the way around the track. Oh my gosh, it's just unbelievable, you know, how far they're getting spread out now. Got a group that is about 7 seconds back. That's Robert Brill and Spencer Dewsbury, Lee Tankersley, those three. Okay, then we got another group, a couple of them here, Brandon Dennis and Christopher Heller. And then another one here, Jacob Manning and Mark Benda. And then Clayton White and Kyle Hall and Ryan Walsh, these guys together. And a little ways behind them is Brandon Barkowski and Daniel Durzik, Matt Daniels. So the field is really spread out now, folks. Really spread out. Coming up on the lap car here, the number 55, that is Sam Liotta. And he's by himself, and he is not going to be fast enough to keep up with these guys. Hopefully he can catch on to the back of these guys and use a little draft to keep him. He is the first car a lap down right now. So if a caution was to come out, he would be the lucky dog. Looks like he is going to be able to tag along with these guys for a little while. Yeah, cars are really spread out around the track now, folks. Holy smoke. Hulking all by himself. Nobody to work with. Daniel Nanny also by himself. Robert Brill. This is where we're starting to get into a few more cars here. As you can see, they can get a good run on the outside, and they're going to go around Daniel Nanny. Nothing Daniel could do about it. All he can do is just hopefully he can tag along behind these guys for the time being. Hey, Josh Medlock. Holy smoke. Wow. I thought something like seriously happened to you or something. Haven't seen you in like, I don't know, 6-8 weeks or something. Haven't seen you. Spencer Dewsbury in 5th. Started 20th place here tonight. Man, that's a pretty amazing run right there so far. And he's already about halfway through a fuel run here because of green flag laps. You get about 20 laps on a tank of fuel, running 50%. So he's already coming around to complete 10 laps. So about halfway through a fuel run already. Him and Robert Brill. Well, the field's getting a little more caught up here with these guys, even though there is some lap cars in there. Justin Benda working is actually in a battle here with Sam Liotta. Them two battling for the lucky dog position. But right now they're just trying to hold on to the tail end here. Maybe they can work together and get a run and pass these leaders. That would be kind of cool. Morningstar just keeps leading the lap. You haven't kicked the bucket yet, huh? Oh, you're in severe storms and tornado risk? Oh, man. Wow. Nothing like living in Tornado Alley, right?
Hey, Rudy, you need another broadcaster?
Do I need one?
Yeah, I'm out. I got Rex.
Oh, yeah. Well, heck yeah, man. You know you're more welcome in here.
83 lost it coming back up on the track, or pit road, wiped out me and a couple others.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've been watching a lot of these cars are weaving around. Is there a lot of aero push around these cars?
The expanded cars is kind of tricky because there's a little bit of dead zone in your wheel where you don't have any force feedback, so I think that's why people are moving around.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I've seen that, man, it just seems like it's almost like it made me think that maybe the guy was driving with a controller or something, you know, a joystick or something, and not a steering wheel. So I didn't know there was a dead zone in there. Wow. Well, man, I'll tell you what, the field's really busted up now.
Oh, yeah. Well, the plan was for a second group just to hang back like a second and a half and that stretched out to 8 seconds because nobody wanted to push.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that you went back there with your teammate for a while, Brandon Dennis, and then I don't know what happened, but you guys got split up and...
Yeah, he wanted to jump to the back.
Well, I think that might have been a safe move on his part, you know, I mean, at least, you know, maybe first half to 3/4 of the race, you know, would definitely be a safe thing for him to just to kind of hang back and see where things go, you know. They're starting to get, some of them are getting packed back up here, though.
We tried that 2 races in a row and we get wrecked every time. So there's no safe space. It don't matter if you're in the lead, in the middle, or in the back.
Oh boy.
Somebody come and find you.
Yep. Well, they're getting packed back up here now. They're getting some cars here. Third place there. They're 3.5 seconds back, and they seem to be working together fairly well here, or nose to tail, not side by side. And they're starting to reel in Kyle Morningstar and Robert Dudley.
Yeah, them lead 4, they need to get a single file and start pushing.
Yeah, well, they won't, because 2 of them are lap down cars that are actually battling for the lucky dog position there. That's Liotta and Justin Benda. Yeah. You know, and that's what I would say too. I would think that those 2 would want to try to get together and maybe try to pass up the leader and put themselves ahead of them, you know?
Yeah, that'd definitely be the smart thing to do. But
Yeah. But they're...
If I was Justin and Sam didn't want to poke his nose out, I'd be trying to pass him right now to make sure I'm the first car left.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, definitely you want to be that guy in that lucky dog position, you know? Liotta, he is lucked out. He's done well. He is actually pretty good that he caught right up to the back of them guys. They passed him, and because he was by himself. And yeah, they passed him, and he hooked right onto the back of them, did a good job, and kept right up with them. And then I'm not sure how they picked up Justin Benda.
Yeah, generally if it's like 2 cars, you can fall to like a second and a half back and still suck up. But if it's like a whole line, that's difficult.
Yeah, here they go. They look like they're pulling out now. They're going to try it again. Oh, Robert Dudley got out of shape. And that's probably going to help them too.
Very smart move by Sam to jump out there once those guys got split up.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, and there they go. So now they are on the tail end of the lead lap.
Yeah,
good.
Now they need Justin needs to block them leaders.
Yeah. Yeah, don't let them leaders back by.
that second pack's coming. I tell you, when they catch these lead 4 draft, they're going to suck right up in a hurry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're right there behind them.
See if the second pack tries to jump to the outside once they get caught up.
Yeah, they got the lap car there of Michael McKinnon working with them. And right now, he is the first car a lap down, being behind the leaders. But they're going to come up on these guys, and I'm telling you, they're gonna be like a freight train going by them. Look at this here. Oh my gosh!
See Justin throw that block.
Oh yeah. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Whoa, look at this. We're going to go 3 wide. Maybe. Oh man, they got it sorted out. Whew, that was close. Almost went 3 wide. The Morningstar back into the lead, but that put them guys right back a lap down there. Liotta and Justin Benda.
There we go. Justin's racing Sam to get that lucky dog.
Yeah.
Outside's trying to clear him.
Well, that put
they got it.
That put Michael McKinnon back on the tail end of the lead lap. And it also put Robert Brill in the lead. But these guys are just a couple of laps away from having to make pit stop. Robert Brill is. He should be pitting here in the next 1 to 2 laps anyhow. He was one of the first ones to pit on that last pit stop.
Oh, Sam got left by himself.
Oh, yep. It's been good racing, I gotta say. I mean, that first caution there that happened, and that was just kind of one of the, I don't know, it was an unfortunate thing. And I talked to Brandon, or I'm sorry, not Brandon. I talked to Christopher Heller about it. It did look to me, and like I said to him, I said, please don't take my word for it. It's just what I seen. I'm not the admin. I'm not, not my call. But it looked like he might have drifted up about a foot and got into the side of Morningstar. And that's what started it. But, all it takes, Morningstar was down there trying to get side draft. And when you're right down that close, just moving a foot up the hill like that can cause it,
Absolutely. Look at this. Phil Bedford, he passes Justin Ben and Sam to get that lucky dog.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he needed that, too. Well, he was the champion last season, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, that guy's pretty
yeah.
good. Oh, there we
and
go.
Here they come.
Pulling off.
Yep. Brill coming to pit road.
Pretty clean.
Oh, locking it up.
Oh, he gets
Wow, he did a good job of saving that and didn't really get into anybody too awful hard. So, but I'm sure he's going to get a penalty for that unsafe pit entry.
I tell you, that 43 ain't going to be happy that he got in the side of him.
Yeah, it wasn't very much.
Yeah, well, you can get away with about 20-30 seconds optional without the car being too damaged.
Well, Daniel Nanny just led his first lap of the race.
You gotta get them bonus points, very important.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And they're coming up on Phil Bedford now to try to put him back a lap down, and he's saying, no, you're not. He's coming into pit road. Okay. Phil Bedford coming in. And he's by himself, and that's what really hurts when you come in and out of pit road there by yourself. That hurt.
Oh, yeah. You gotta hope and pray whenever you come out that there's a car near you to hook onto.
Yeah.
Lose about 2 to 2.5 seconds a lap in these things by yourself.
Yep. And look at this run here Brandon Dennis just got. Ay, 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 man, they come flying up the outside there, him and Christopher Heller. Man. They just went right by Nanny right there.
Justin Benda got on the apron there, and he got all kinds of sideways right next to these guys.
Yeah. It doesn't take a lot, man, I'll tell you. That's the thing. I know I've done it 100 times myself. You just touch that yellow line, and man, it's all out of shape. It just unloads the back of that car. All right, getting by the number 53 there. That is Ryan Walsh running in 16th right now. But he just come off of pit road, so.
He's going to be battling that 19 and the 52 here for the lucky dog.
Yep.
Well, Kyle Hall going a lap down also, and Lee.
Well, the front looks like about the front 10 right now will be happening to stop here in the next couple of laps. They're right in that pit window here. What we've been seeing is, I think the most I've seen anybody get is about 21 laps.
Yeah, it's so hard to save fuel here.
Yep. Yeah, the guys aren't really like getting right up on the back of anybody, I think it's in fear of getting them things hot because, the more times you get that engine hot and then let it cool down, it starts doing damage to it.
Yeah, as soon as you hit the red and it starts doing damage, and that's when you got to poke your nose out or back off.
Yeah.
Yesterday I got away with doing it about 3 or 4 times. I didn't push it too hard, but once you get in the red and you're hammering down pushing that guy, when it gets down to it, you can go about a lap before it blows up.
Oh yeah.
So you really got to set yourself up to give that big push towards the end of the race.
Yep. And we got the next group there, the Kyle Morningstar that just come off the pit road a couple of laps ago, is not that far ahead of the leaders right now, only about 4 or 5 seconds. So they're in danger of possibly going a lap down here, depending on how fast them guys reel them in. But the thing of it is, these guys are going to be coming to pit road. I would say any time now.
Yeah,
Here they come. Yep. Christopher Heller,
Daniel.
Brandon Dennis. Yep. Daniel Nanny. He locked it down pretty good. He saved it.
Yeah, he just made it. Cross line at 58.
Well, when this all cycles out, that's probably going to put Kyle Morningstar back in the lead here, I think. Kyle, where did you find this guy at, man? He's a ringer.
Who's that?
Kyle Morningstar.
Oh, yeah, we picked him up, I think, the end of the last season.
I don't recall his name, but...
Oh, he didn't race. Ran past
okay.
left sides. A lot of these guys have been taking 2 tires each stop because it's, by the time you get the tank full, it's right about that time. And once you get up the apron coming out, it's really, really slick.
Yeah, well, Christopher Heller looks like he took a 4-tire change, where Brandon Dennis and Daniel Nanny only took 2. So Heller, he's going to get passed up here in just a second. Here comes Morningstar and the whole group. Wow, they split him. Holy smokes, are you kidding me? He just flew by him. Did you see that?
Oh, man.
Robert Brill. Boy, that made me a little nervous. Aye. Well, McKinnon trying to stay ahead of the leader right now. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Morningstar gave him the room right there, but he can't stack him up too much. Brill almost got into the back of him. Whew. What was you going to say?
Daniel Nanny been hooking up, and they're going to try to stay ahead of these guys, but got a feeling they're going to put the block on.
Yeah, they got about 1.7 seconds right now. It's a lot harder for 2 guys to pull away like that, or to maintain when you got a pack like this coming up behind them.
Absolutely.
But they got to get a little more organized than they are right now. If they're going to pass them guys, they've got to get a little more organized. Well, that kind of left the number 12 there, Robert Brill, out. So he's going to duck out there and work with both of those guys are a lap down, McKinnon and Brill. All right, down to 1 second behind the leaders.
Right now, that second pack's about 5 miles an hour faster than these top 2 guys.
Yeah, I'm looking at 181 and 186. Yeah. So when they catch them, man, they're really getting the draft right now. And the bad thing is they're coming up on some lap cars here too. Oh my gosh. This is going to be interesting how this is going to work. They're going to have to lift a little bit. Oh my gosh. Talk about threading a needle. Holy smoke.
There's 2 lappers that blew around Brandon, so he ain't going to be too worried about that.
No, but they threaded the needle and went up through that other lap car that was up against the wall there. Yeah. That was a little nerve-wracking there for a second.
Smart move by Michael and Robert there, definitely.
Yeah.
They just got to stay hooked up and block these guys and pray for
caution. And right now with Brandon can stay right on the tail of him right now. And that'll try to help keep him away from the rest of that pack back there.
Oh,
but it ain't going to be long.
Run.
Yeah, they did. It did kind of seem like it was short-lived, though. Him and Robert Dudley, they've been kind of, I'm not sure if they're working together or not, but they've been around each other quite a bit today. So they could be just... Yeah, he got around Brandon right for right now, anyhow. Brandon's kind of boxed in. Yeah, I've seen Ryland Dewsbury was in there, but he never started the race. Or is he adminning or what?
Sure, no, he's not an admin.
Okay. Yeah, this pack has just gotten a whole lot bigger right now. Oh my gosh. Wow. Spencer Dewsbury in 6th place. Coming from 20th. A lot of guys didn't have good qualifying times. Not like I thought they would. I thought they would have had a lot better qualifying effort than they did, but...
Yeah, I was really surprised about that lap Brandon Dennis put down. I taught him some little tricks to get him a little faster. Now I'm kind of regretting it.
Yeah.
I was gonna sit out qualifying, but as soon as I saw him put up that lap, I'm like, well, I gotta try to beat it now.
Yep. Well, it's all good for the challenge, though. You know, I mean, whatever you taught him, it, you know, may have been good. So, well, I think we ought to do a little crank it up here. So, what do you think? I think we just do a little crank it up. Let's do this. All right. Well, Brandon Dennis, Kyle Morningstar still going at it for this lead. This is pretty intense up here right now. Even got some lap cars involved in the West.
Absolutely. It looks like the 69, he drifted up a little bit, tagged Kyle, and Kyle got sideways, luckily saved it, got a little bit of rear end damage. That's gonna spread out that whole top pack there.
Yep. Got Ty Aiken working with him now. Ty's taking it to the bottom, and he's back in 21st a lap down, but he is racing his heart out right now to try to get up there and see if he can't get by these leaders. And it won't be long here, and he will be back on the tail end of the lead lap because Kyle Morningstar, these guys are about 5 laps away from next round of pit stop. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, this is when it starts getting intense now. We're coming down to, see, they can stop. Let's see, they'll have to make one more pit stop after this. And not, but not, you do still have 3 green, white checkers, right?
Yep.
Okay, so planning up for that could be problemsome. You never know, because you know, you might want to take this just as long as you can on this stop and stretch the next one out a little bit just to make sure that you're going to have enough to cover those 3 green, white checkers if you need them. But you know, a lot of guys don't plan for that.
I guarantee these guys in the top pack are definitely planning for something like that, because
Yeah.
they don't want to be caught with no fuel at the end if something does happen like that.
Well, Christopher Heller's back in it, so back up to 5th place now.
Yeah, he's got a lot of damage. He's lucky he can even hold on to the back of that pack.
Well, didn't he get his car fixed?
He got more damage from that shotgun than the 45
Oh.
got the other.
Oh yeah, okay, I see it.
He got
Yep.
heavy rear damage, and he also has
Yeah.
left side damage.
Dang. And speaking of the 45, Daniel Nanny is all the way back in 14th now. Nobody to work with. And that's just a horrible, horrible feeling when you're back there, because you are just so much slower. I mean, you can see he's like 10 mile an hour slower than those guys are.
Yeah, when they all chucked up, he got on the apron, got loose,
Yep.
got some damage from that. That's really unfortunate.
This is quite a pack of cars here. And I know there's a lot of lap cars that are in there with them, but it's all helping the leaders here. Now, Kyle Morningstar should be pitting here in the next couple of laps. Jim and Robert Dudley, Spencer Dewsbury, Lee Tankersley, Kyle Hall, those guys should be coming in here in the next couple of laps.
Well, Lee and Brand are teammates, so I imagine they'll be going in together here since they're both
Right.
team pack.
Right. So he's one of your new teammates? Well, heck, Tankersley's way back. Wow, they're 13, 14 seconds back.
Yeah, I picked him up from a B Open race, and we got to talking and all that, invited him to the team, and it's been really good.
Yeah, very good. All right, we might see Kyle Morningstar and a few of these guys come in here on this lap. I'm not sure. Robert Dudley. Okay, yeah, here they come. He's coming in. And
locking up a little bit.
Yep. Wow, good stop. Good stop. Well, I gave the lead back to Brandon Dennis. And he's about 5 laps away from his next round of pit stop. And this does put them in the window that they can make it a one more pit stop. And these guys will be in good shape right here. If they make one more pit stop after this one, that'll give him more than enough fuel to make it for 3 green, white checkers if they need them. Unlike those guys that just got done pitting there, Morningstar and them guys, they're going to be on the edge of making it, you know. They're going to be right on the edge of it.
Yeah, Sam Gliota ended up pitting by himself. Ain't going to be good for him.
Ooh,
Trying to race to get his lap back.
Morningstar trying to stay ahead of these guys, at least for a few more laps, but he's by himself. Oh, my. Spencer Dewsbury would be the next one closest to him, but he's quite a ways back. So let's see here when Brandon's going to be the next one to come to pit road.
That's just the worst feeling if you're Kyle running in the lead pack and then Come
Yep.
up all by yourself.
Well, where are you guys off to next week? Don't forget, I won't be here. I won't be here next week, remember?
Oh, well, we're skipping a week then. Pretty sure.
Wait a minute. It's not next week. Not next week. It's a week after. Ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, next week you go to Kentucky. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, then it's a week
three
after.
wide here. Oh, it's Spencer. Oh,
The yellow
man.
flag is out.
Yep. Well, let's go take a look at it here and see what happened.
Looks like Spencer drifted up a little bit, got loose, came back at the apron, came back up, and the 69 and the 12.
Oh my gosh, 3 wide, yeah. Oh, he did. He did come up a little bit. And when he tried to he overcorrected. Oh my gosh, yeah, he overcorrected and got down on that apron. And we know what happens when you catch that apron.
I tell you what, that worked out for a couple of people because Brandon Dennis and all of them, they put quite a few guys a lap down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, and now they'll get the pit. But the thing of it is, a lot of them guys, they already pitted, so they'll be back on they'll be able to stay ahead of these guys and get back on the tail end of the lead lap.
I'm not so sure about that. Brandon's right behind the pace car. And I know he ain't pitting.
He's not pitting?
No, he just made his pit stop, I think. Didn't he?
No,
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
No, he was coming up on his pit stop here in the next couple of laps, so he'll be pitting here, I'm sure. The front, probably 7 or 8 will have to come to pit road. Yeah. So that's going to put, actually, the one that really come out the best on that was Kyle Morningstar. Because he had just pitted about 3 laps ago. So he probably will take over the lead again.
It's like Ty got the lucky dog.
Let's see, Daniel Durzik stays out.
It's like a lot of these guys on pit road got 4 tires.
Yeah, Durzik's going to have to come to pit road, but I don't know if he's staying out here to try to lead a lap. He still has not led a lap yet. He didn't cross the line in time before Brandon got there. So if he's staying out to lead a lap, he's going to have to stay out one more time. So, well, Morningstar in here in Discord? Probably not. Yeah, he is. Oh. All right, let me see if I can get him up here. How Morningstar? You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what a turn of events for you. That happened perfectly. You just got done pitting here just about 3 laps ago.
Yep.
And the way it's all going to cycle out here, I think Daniel Durzik's going to have to pit. So that should put you right back in the driver's seat here in the lead. So, awesome. But how's the race going for you there at the beginning? Let's kind of rewind back to the beginning there when you and Christopher Heller got together. What happened there? What's your rendition?
I think I was just racing a little hard, a little early. You know, I like doing side draft and trying to stay in the lead and get those points. So, the 43 is just chasing points, and every lap we can lead is obviously another point. But I think it was just a little early, and I think he had a little wiggle there, and I was just a little close. So, racing incident, which kind of was unfortunate, but we're keeping it going here pretty good.
Well, that's kind of what I seen too. I talked to Christopher after that, and he said, I'm not really sure what happened there. And I told him, what I saw, and that's exactly what I saw, what you just said. It looked like he moved up about a foot, and you were there getting side draft, and there was no place for you to go. I mean, you would have had to, be a mind reader to know what he was going to come up there,
Yeah, I think I might have been a little aggressive at the start there, but, we're getting settled in now. We're just trying to get these laps, so it's been real good.
Yeah. Well, now you're going to have to stop one more time for fuel, according to my calculation.
Yeah, I think so. I think everybody's about one more stop if I'm not right. If
Yes.
I'm correct.
Yes.
So
Yeah. But now the guys that just stopped, okay, that just stopped just now, they're probably safe if we have to go for 3 green, white checkers. You might be pretty close to the edge of it.
yeah, I'll probably end up doing one more stop here, but it
Yep.
might do a short fill, you know.
Yep. All right. Well, I'll let you go then, and good luck out there then, Kyle.
Thank you, sir.
What room were you in?
PKP.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, I don't know. Daniel Durzik, he's going to have to pit.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Oh, we're not going green. Okay. He's going to have to pit. If he doesn't pit, he's going to be out of gas here in the next lap or two.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the strategy is for that. I mean, leading the lap only gets you 1 bonus point, but
Right.
that ain't gonna help when you're losing a bunch of positions in the process.
And he's going to have to pit after they go green, and he's going to lose everything he just gained right there. So I don't know. That's kind of really weird, but
I bet you he's gonna be banking on a quick caution, which could happen.
oh yeah, it could. Yeah, because you know, once you get everybody gang back up together, it's been a while since everybody's been back together like this because the field was so spread out. So hopefully everybody does get a good clean start on this, and we get back up to speed. But he's going to have to go to pit road here. Wow, I don't know. He's
Well, these
blinking.
guys topping off for fuel with that delayed green, so it's
Yep.
gonna put them even better. I got a feeling these guys aren't going to be hanging back in the line like they were at the beginning of the race.
Right,
Seeing how much separation got between them.
right. Yeah, we're gonna be coming to 30 to go here after another lap.
It's the time where you just let it all hang out. Hope to God you don't get in a wreck. Looks like Daniel Nanny got his fast repaired.
Yeah, he's the last one on the lead lap right now.
Yeah, so he's going to be sitting pretty good, topped up on fuel, got fast repair, fresh car. Let's see what he can do.
All right, here we go. Ace car heads in.
Green flag, green flag.
And there's the green. We're back underway, and Daniel Durzik's still staying out there. I don't know what's he going to do, run the tank dry?
I
Huh.
don't know, we'll see.
Dang. A pretty gutsy move by staying out at some extra laps like that. Of course, I know that, you know, a couple of those were under caution, so... but he will have to pit. I'm telling you right directly, or he is going to be out of fuel.
Oh,
Down the
Kyle
back
gets left out to dry.
Yeah, he did. Well, Brandon Dennis pulls out. That might help Kyle out a little bit. I'm not sure if he really wanted to do that because it's been him and Kyle battling up here in the, you know, most recent laps here.
I just heard Daniel say he's been
Yep.
with time.
Yep, there it is. So, yeah, that just cost him right there. I mean, was it?
Brandon leaves him out to dry.
Yep.
Oh, car's behind.
Oh, almost contact there. Lap car. How the heck did the... Wait a minute. Am I looking at that right? How did a lap car get up there? How did Mark Benda get up there? He's a lap down.
It was a little bit of a messed up restart.
Okay. I'm gonna say, wow, that's kind of odd. He's racing for the lucky dog right now. Him and Matt Daniels. Well, it's probably because Durzik stayed out. That's why.
Yeah.
That's how it got all messed up. Yep.
Well, 2x2, they're keeping it pretty clean so far.
Morning Star trying to get the lead back. Boy, he has led the most laps here tonight so far. Tide Ride looking pretty strong. Man, them cars wiggle around. Look at them wiggle. Oh my, oh, Morning Star.
William gave him a bump that just wasn't quite right.
Yeah. Oh, there goes one out of the way.
Oh, man. Head on the wall.
That was Mark Benda. Well, everybody was checking up there when Morningstar got out of shape from getting rear-ended. Oh, he's got major engine problems now. He's going to be heading to pit road. I hope he's got a reset.
Yeah, looks like the 88 got on his left rear and bumped him and just sent him.
You know, years ago, we never had that problem with that bumper hook. I don't know whoever brought that bumper hook. I don't know.
Well, even in the old Xfinity cars, they still had that problem.
Not 8 years ago, they didn't.
Well, no, not 8 years ago, but
well, that's what I said. 8 years ago, when I started racing, there was no such thing as a bumper hook.
Yeah, you got to be really careful, especially with these. Some of these noses on these cars are a little bit of a pointy shape, like the Supras. It's a lot harder to push. You know, if you got a Ford, it's actually a little bit of an advantage. It's got a lot smoother nose on it compared to the Chevys and the Toyotas.
Back when my son and I used to race a lot together, and he could, what a pusher. He was a heck of a pusher. He could get on my back bumper and just keep his nose out to the right, okay? He about half the distance, or half the width of the front end, and he could push me continuously. Matter of fact, it was so good, we could pull away from, that was back when you could pull away from the field. The two-car tandem would work beautiful, you know? And that we had guys in the room accusing him of cheating.
I almost wonder if iRacing put that bumper hook in there to keep people from doing that.
Well, they did it to eliminate the two-car tandem.
Yeah.
You know, because NASCAR doesn't do that anymore, so. What's the rule in NASCAR? You can push like 4 seconds or something, and then you got to back off the guy or something, or.
Well, for the push series, or the Xfinity series and the Truck series, you're not allowed to lock on bumpers. You're allowed to get close and give little pushes, bam, bam, bam. But you can't hook on. The Cup series, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, but it's so difficult for them guys to do it, you know.
Absolutely. Sometimes, once in a while, you'll see two guys hook up in front of, Talladega or Daytona, and they'll start pulling away a little bit, but they can only do that for so long before they start to overheat. Yeah.
Oh, Jacob Manning back up to 5th place there. He kind of disappeared out of the top 15 for a while. There was one in that group that kind of had fallen way back there, like you guys did, Wes, and here he is back up inside the top 5. So yeah, you're seeing the aggression level starting to come alive now. We're inside 25 to go. So the guys they're starting to think about that final pit stop and making sure that they've got a good lead here, in a good position, and probably working on seeing if they can't buddy up with somebody to come to pit road so they have, somebody to work with. You got to have a drafting partner. If you don't, you're not going to do well.
Yeah, I bet you a lot of these guys are wheeling and dealing. What lap you pitting on? Okay, well, I'll pit on that lap.
Oh, yeah. Ryan Walsh coming from 17th to 10th. But Ray Polking now, he started 23rd and he's running in 9th. So see, we've seen some of the guys that were in the back that have come to the front now and put their bid in for this win. I know why Brandon wants to win, so we don't have to pay that $5 out to the winner.
I guarantee he's hungry for a win. He got close a couple times last year, and he's kind of disappointed with that. So he's definitely going to try to win some races this season. It's great.
It's great to start on the pole and win the race is you can't hardly beat that.
Absolutely.
That's always the kind of a mindset that you got to have. How about William Barbagelata? Holy smokes, where did he come from? All of a sudden, he's up here bidding for the lead.
He's got his teammate right behind him.
Dang! That's an impressive run. he just might lead this lap. I don't know if he can get another little pusher from Jacob Manning. He's got the old hairdo.
Right on that bumper. He's going to lead this lap.
He is going to. Yes, he does. He gets that bonus point. Wow, Jacob Manning hit that just perfectly, too. Just timed it perfect with a little push. 88 there is, that's Matt Daniels. He is a second car lap down. How about Christopher Heller being a lap down? This is not what we're used to seeing him run.
Well, I can guarantee he's praying for a caution right now. He's in a good position, a couple cars ahead of Spencer Newsbury's also a lap down, so.
Ty Aiken, he started 21st, running in 5th place. So, and boy, another one, William Barbagelata led another lap. Man, he is on rails right now, looking for every inch of gain that he can get on Brandon Dennis.
I tell you what, if you're on the outside line, you're trying to pass the guys on the inside line, you got to do it within 2-3 laps because you start overheating, then you can't push.
Yep.
You can't get enough steam to get around them.
Well, a little secret that I've heard a lot of guys doing, okay, and maybe I shouldn't give out any secrets to everybody in iRacing, but is you push on the straightaway, you back off in the corner. That gets you air in the radiator, you know. You push on the straightaway, back off in the corner.
Yeah, I see Jacob Manning poking his nose out to the right a little bit there.
Yep.
Trialable.
Yeah.
There he goes again, trying to get that engine cool, make another run at it.
Yep, that's what he's doing. Brandon looking pretty strong right now. Oh, Morningstar. Oh, wow, man. It looked like he was going to pull out there, but at the last second he looked and seen Barbagelata up there and thought, no, he better not, because he would have took the front of Barbagelata's car right off. And here comes Brandon Dennis to pit road by himself. Oh, no, you got to be kidding me. And he's in early here. That's putting him.
He's got his teammate right behind him, though.
Yeah, but, oh, man, I don't think I'd have done that, but okay.
Yeah, that was a little bit early.
Yeah. He's not giving himself the laps for the green-white checkers, you know. Jacob Manning might lead this lap. He's getting a big push there from the 88 of Matt Daniels, and he does take over the lead. So Jacob Manning in the lead, about to lead his first lap of the race. And he owes a big thank you right there to Matt Daniels for giving him that push. Jacob Manning leads his first lap, so there's another bonus point. Cha-ching! Racking them up tonight.
Well, Brandon Lee are pretty separated. They're going to have to back off and get together.
Yeah, they're about to go a lap down. Well, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, they're not too far from going a lap down. I don't know if they'll get up to speed or not, because these guys are coming around here with full bore.
If I was Brandon right now, I'd be backing up to Lee because you're going to lose so much time running out there by yourself waiting for him to catch up.
Yeah. And here comes Jacob Manning into pit road. So that gives Morningstar the lead again. Now Morningstar is going to have to pit probably on the next lap. Him and Kyle Hall will have to come in probably on the next lap. Because they're right on the edge of the fuel window here within the next lap or two.
Looks like Lee and Brandon are finally going to get hooked up. They got Daniel Danny and Mark Bender.
Wow, 88 there gets punted to the outside. He hit the wall pretty hard, but he saved it. Matt Daniels. That's going to cost him a lot of momentum on that car and probably a lot of speed if he's got damage. And here they come. Here they come. This will be their final pit stop.
He's got good right side damage
Oh my gosh, he locked it down just in time. Well, Ray Polking stays out, but he's all by himself.
now. Oh, 12 and 55 got together a little bit getting on pit road.
Did I see that right? Morningstar had to back up a little bit in his pit stall, and it looks like it's just a fuel-only stop. I don't think he put any tires on that.
He's got to be really careful exiting
Oh,
pit road.
man.
You see him squirrely.
Yep. Polking, Holmes, and Clayton White should be the next round of pit stops, and here comes Ray Polking in now. So now we got Ron Holmes and Clayton White, these two working together. They could be the next ones to come to pit road, but I'm sure Ron Holmes is going to want to stay out and lead a lap. Yes, he is going to.
Kyle Morningstar still getting up to speed, hoping he can lash on to some of these guys.
Oh, and he didn't lead that lap. Oh, Ray Polking crossed the line before Ron Holmes got there. So Ray Polking got that lap, and so now Ron's going to have to go around another lap.
Nope. Daniel Mandy pulls off.
So Brandon Dennis, you know what? He is not going to inherit the lead, because who's going to probably inherit the lead is going to be Jacob Manning and William Barbagelata and Ty Aiken. Those three. Whoa, what was that?
Ray just pulled straight up the track, and
Wow.
Jacob Manning followed him up there. That's going to be good for Brand Dennis and Lee. They're going to
they'll
here.
close the gap up a little bit. But all right, well, I'm back up on the leaders right now, because they should be thinking about pit stops here in the next lap or two. Now that Ron Holmes has led a lap, finally, these guys ought to be thinking about pit stops. And when it all shakes out, that's going to put Brandon Dennis back in the lead.
Good job by Kyle Morningstar to lash onto the back of this pack. He's really been in that huge checkup there.
Yeah, that hurt him big time. That hurt him big time, man. That might have took his chances away from winning. Well, Ron Holmes stays out for another lap, him and Clayton White. Ron started dead last on the field. Look at this. But what's going to hurt him now is he's going to have to pit with about 11 or 12 to go, and that's going to put him way back in the field. Oh, man, that's going to hurt. But right now, they're William Barbagelata just took over the lead again back there, and they are 22.3 seconds behind these guys. And here they come to pit road. These two are coming in. All right. So this will give the lead up to Jacob Manning and this crew up here, William Barbagelata. Manning really wants. They really want to get back to the lead here. Manning's going to stay on the high side, though. He might be working with the 19 there of Ty Aiken.
Tell you what, Brand ain't going to be content running
No.
back there.
Well, he luckily right there, that just opened the top up for him. Now, if he can get a big push from Lee, those two could make a pass here on the high side. We're coming down to it, so are we going to see any blocking right now?
Oh, absolutely.
Morningstar battling side by side with Brandon. At least he's back in it there after that near crash just moments ago here, man. That was pretty crazy. And Morningstar looks like he's going to go 3 wide. He's going up the sucker hole. These cars don't go up through the sucker hole like the Gen 6 cars do, though. I noticed that. Boy, the
Yeah,
Gen
looks
6
like-
cars, it's like you're like 3 or 4 mile an hour faster than the guys on the right and the left.
He's trying to. It's working.
Yeah, it's working. He got a little bit out of it. Yep.
Oh, Brandon ain't gonna be too happy with that.
Nope. They're 3 wide back here. Golly, man. This isn't a track it's not that it's impossible to run 3 wide here. It's just a whole lot more difficult than it is at a big wide track like Talladega.
Oh yeah, it's a lot more narrow.
It kind of, I know it always did me. It kind of, when you're either on the middle lane or the high side, you kind of get a little freaked out, you know, because the wall's on your right. You know, if you touch it, you could come down and take out somebody. You can't come down because there's a guy right there to your left. It's a tight situation. And then in the guy in the middle, you don't know where the guy on the right and the left are in, you know, reference to you. You know, it's a really sticky situation. All you can do is just really hold your line and hope and pray everything comes out of it okay, you know?
Absolutely. Kyle Morningstar got a little bit of a side draft, jumps to the outside lane. Now he has Brandon right behind him.
Yeah, he likes that side draft. That's what we were talking about earlier there with Christopher Heller early in the race there when them two got together, where it looked like Christopher kind of come up just about a foot, and Morningstar was right there, and they made contact, and both of them got wrecked.
When you're side drafting, you really got to trust that guy below you that he can hold his line.
You bet.
Oh, Brandon leaves Kyle out to dry.
Oh, no. Well, him and Lee have been kind of teaming up here. Yeah, Morningstar, after leading, I think he...
side by side and got a crash. Oh, and Lee gets into it.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh, he saved it, though. He saved it.
Lee's got a bunch of right side damage.
Let's go back and take a look. And did Kyle Morningstar take his car behind the wall? He sure did. He must have got involved in that. Okay, I'm on here with the Lee, but that wasn't where the wreck was. They're coming up on that lap traffic up there. Right here's where it happened. Yeah, right there. And he got into Lee. Oh, Morningstar T-boned the 45 of Daniel Nanny. Oh, what the heck? We got to go back and look at that one more time here from Daniel Nanny. I'm not sure what they were thinking up here. Him and Mark Benda. Mark got out of the way, but Daniel was like he did not. He stayed right there, and I don't know if he thought maybe he could blend into the front of these guys. They just had too much speed buildup on him. And he seen it at the last second, and when he did, oh, Mark Benda come down into him. Oh, my. So a lot happened right there.
When you're in the lead pack and you see 2 lap cars side by side, that is your worst nightmare.
I know it. Yeah, you just hold your breath and, oh my gosh. Wow, well, we're not at the green-white checkered yet, and I don't think we're going to see anybody up here in the front pit unless they've got damage that they need to get looked at. But yeah, Kyle Morningstar did take a behind the wall. Spencer Dewsbury is out as well. I don't know, do you have incident limits?
Yeah, 17x.
Well, that might be what happened to Kyle Morningstar then, because
Yep. I just look at it. He's got 17x. Robert Brill is 16x, so he's got to be very careful.
Yeah. Well, let's see. That put Phil. No, wait a minute. No, I take that back. That gave Christopher Heller the way by. So he'll be back on the tail end of the lead lap.
The only guy with 0x is Ray Polking, so good job by him keeping his
Yeah. Well, is he in here? Let's see if we can maybe get a word in with him. Yes, he is in here. See, he's in C and R. Okay. Ray Polking, you got a copy? Ray Polking, do you have a copy? All right. I guess not. All right. Well, let's see who else can we try. How about Kyle Hall? Let's get Kyle Hall up here. Let's see if he's got Kyle Hall, you got your ears on.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's been an up and down race for you, but boy, you got yourself in 7th now. You think you got the winning car?
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one here. Man, just trying to stay clean the whole race, and it's tough. I got 10x, so trying to stay in, keeping my nose clean, and I got my fast repair left, so I'm gonna hope to stay in there and hopefully get a first win in this league.
Oh man, how you got that many X's and you still have your reset?
Yes, yeah, still got my fast repair. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So I'm gonna see.
That's
I'm in 8th place, 7th place. It looks like, and
yep.
Gonna start on the inside here, and hopefully we have a good run.
Man, oh man. Well, you have anybody you're working with here right now?
It was Morningstar who just got disqualified on incidents, and then Robert Briller's been a lap down the whole race. But we've been in the top 5 earlier, but I've been fighting the rest of the whole race to get back up in here. So yeah, there looks like they're out. I'm on my own.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is gonna be an interesting finish. I agree with you on that. So I'll let you go. Stay focused on it, Kyle, and try to bring home that win.
Sounds good. We'll do.
What room were you in?
I was in the PKP.
PKP. All right.
That looks like Lee used his fast repair. I know Brand Dennis, he got a little bit of rear end damage from that checkup. Lee got into the back of him just a little bit, so he's got a nice dent in that rear bumper.
Well, Jacob Manning looks like he has opted to possibly start on the outside here. Might be a good call. He's going to be in command of the start here, so that might be a good call. Because you can't pass on the inside.
Yeah, I imagine he's going to go early and drop down because his teammate's also on the bottom lane also.
I mean, you can pass a little bit on the outside after you get the green. You can pass the leader, but on the inside you cannot pass before you get to the start-finish line. You'll get a black flag. All right, here we go. This could be the final restart here, folks. They're all ganged up together. Let's see what happens. Pace car's in. Jacob Manning on the loud pedal. And he did exactly what you said. I believe he is going to drop down right in front of the 19 there of Ty Aiken.
I tell you what, the inside line, William Marcus on back did not get a good restart.
Yeah. Unless they're laying back a little bit. They might be laying back to make a run. This is not a time to be laying back. You don't want to lay back now. You got to be right up on that wheel. 5 laps to go here, folks.
Looks like the two Brandons are hooking up on the outside.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, good to see Brandon Burkowski back up here. It's been a while since I've seen him back up into the front.
Yeah, I'm surprised he can keep up with all that rear end damage.
Yeah. Jacob Manning wants to pull out the win here tonight. I'll tell you, he just might be the guy that'll do it. How about Robert Dudley? Now, Robert, he's been up here most of the night inside the top 10. He kind of got shuffled back there during pit stop, but now he's right back into the fight here. And look at that, Brandon Dennis. He's actually helping Brandon Dennis out. Oh, the 46 caught the apron. Why did he stack him up?
Yeah, 19 checked up, and that's what caused him to shoot down like that.
Holy smoke.
46 almost turns Kyle.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, these guys are getting really rough.
Let's get down to it, coming to 3 to go here.
Yeah. Robert Dudley's.
No more laying back.
Nope. No, if you're saving anything, man, you better be on it right now. It almost looked like Ty Aiken was going to pull out maybe in front of Robert Dudley there, but man, are they all weaving around so much. I'd be a little nervous in that pack of cars.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, we got a yellow. What was the yellow? Oh, Lee.
We'll see a whole lot of damage on the 33.
Let's go back and take a look here. Ron Holmes. See if we can figure out what happened. Oh, wow. What the heck happened there? The 53 just, what was he doing? Weaving around or something there. I'm not really sure what he was doing.
Oh, looks like he got right reared by Lee, and that got him all kinds of squirrely. Yeah, he got
Yeah.
contact from 28.
Okay. Yes, he did. Oh my gosh. Did he ever?
Oh, and that was Lee's fast repair too. That he didn't
Uh-oh.
use the last caution.
Wow, that was a heck of a wreck right there, though. That caught all three of them. And yeah, I don't think Lee really got any damage on it. Maybe it,
He has decent front end damage.
yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot, but it doesn't take much on these cars to knock the momentum out of them. So here we go, into overtime, first green, white, checkered. Well, again, thanks to Patty Engineering for sponsoring this. Are they on for the whole season, right?
No, only 4 races.
Oh, only 4 races. Okay. All right.
Yeah, big shout out to them. Thank you for sponsoring the race.
Yes.
Hope we're putting on a good show for you.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they're in chat watching. See Josh Medlock still in there. If you're not busy after the race here, Josh, maybe we'll get in TeamSpeak and talk. I ain't talked to you in like 6 or 8 weeks. We don't see each other. When we're all broadcasting so much, we don't get to even see each other, you know?
Jacob Mang was shutting his engine off, saving some fuel.
Ah, yeah. Well, that's a good thing, even though he probably would be okay, at least for 1 or 2 of the green, white checkers. But if he had to go with the third, he might be kind of pushing the edge of it, you know?
Yeah, Brandon saving a lot of fuel also.
Yeah, he's even in worse shape than Jacob Manning is. He's been out there for 18 laps right now. Jacob Manning's only been out here 16.
Yeah, that's why I didn't understand them Brandon pitting so early. I mean,
I know.
Gotta set up for that.
He pitted with 20 to go. Well, that puts you right on the window of making it. That's it. You know, no green, white checkers. And that's what I'm saying. Some guys plan for the green, white checkers. Other guys don't. You know, they think it's going to stay green. And you know, I would have thought, honestly, I would have thought the way the field was so broken up at that point that it probably would have went green the rest of the way, you know?
Yeah.
But you know how it is. Once you start getting cautions and everybody gets ganged back up together, cautions breed caution.
Absolutely. Everybody starts getting really aggressive and
Yep.
gotta get to the front, gotta win it, but that doesn't always add up.
Well, again, thank you all for joining us tonight. We do appreciate it very much. Give them guys a thumbs up on that video. They are the ones that helps them out. That shows you that you appreciate watching these guys with these good racing out here. And if it's your first time here on MaxSpeedTV, please do hit the subscribe button. That helps me out. That helps out MaxSpeedTV. But the likes help out the league. You can check out our full broadcast schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. We do have broadcasting every single night of the week. There's one of us or a bunch of us broadcasting live up here on MaxSpeedTV. So we got all sorts of racing every single night of the week for you.
A lot of guys saving fuel.
Yeah. Yep. And it could come down to a fuel mileage race for some. We might see some run out of fuel on the last lap. They don't want to see another green, white checkered, or they will not have enough to make it. Like Brandon Dennis, he might not have enough.
He's hoping this is the only green, white
checker. Yeah, I'll bet. All right, here we go. Pace car heads in. This could be the final restart. Green flags in the air. We're back underway here at Daytona for the first race of the season for the Renegade Racing League.
Outside did not get a good restart there.
No, they did not. And boy, the field is so split up. What the heck, man? You cannot lay back. Whoa. This is crazy. Robert Dudley. Kyle Hall just went into third place now. And Brandon's kind of boxed in back there. I don't know if he's going to maybe try to go do a little 3 wide or... Oh, man, he wiggled up the hill a little bit, but Jacob Manning's loving it because he's coming to get the white flag this time by, and if he gets it, it will be official, folks. No more green-white checkers, no more over... they're wrecking. They were wrecking back there, but they made it to the line in time. So, final lap. Oh, my gosh, a lot of guys got tore up in that.
We got a 6-car lineup here.
Yes, sir. Any one of these 6 can make it.
Oh, Brand Dennis jumping to the outside line of William Barbergelata, pushing him.
Yep.
Oh, he gets a little sideways.
Oh, no. And Ty Aiken pulls out in front of Brandon. Going to try to steal his win. He has not led a lap yet tonight. This could be his final lap. Brandon's pushing the daylights out of him to the line. And I believe Ty is going to get it. And yes, he does. And crossing the line, he gets the win. So congratulations to Ty Aiken. Brandon Dennis second. William Barbergelata third. That was one heck of a finish right there at the very end. Because any one of them guys could have won it. Wes, man, that was crazy. All right, well, we'll get these guys up here just a minute, folks. So stay with us. All right, we caught up with tonight's winner, Ty Aiken. Wow, you never led a lap all night, Ty, but you led the most important one, the last one, and you're $5 richer, my friend.
Oh, yeah. That was amazing, dude. We were lapped down for, like, the whole race. Got to lap 75, and we got it back.
Yeah, that was awesome, the way you did that. Well, did you still have your reset?
No, I used it up on lap, like, 35, I believe.
Oh, very good.
So I was just riding in the back.
Was you hoping Brandon was going to give you a little help there at the end, or was you talking to him or saying, come on, give me a push, or what? Was there any kind of deal making going on there?
Nope, I just got a run on Jacob, my teammate, and I ditched him, and I just hoped Brandon wasn't gonna try and make it 3 wide, and he didn't.
Well, that's not something you really want to do to your teammate. You don't want to ditch them, but I get it. When you're coming to get the checkered flag, hey, it's every man for himself,
Oh, yeah.
So what did you think of tonight's race? Pretty, I know you went through a lot to try to get back on the lead lap and all that, but coming to the checkered flag like that, the intensity, I bet you your hands were just so tight on that wheel, they're probably white knuckled, weren't they?
Oh, dude, yeah, man, it was crazy. It's my first race in this league. I just joined it, so it's pretty good.
Well, that's a heck of a way to start the league right there, man, with a win and only leading 1 lap, the last one. That's what counts. That's the only one that counts, really. I mean, we had guys out there. I think Morningstar led the most laps tonight with 25 or 6 or something, and but he didn't win the race. He finished 22nd. So it happens like that. Well, so who you got to thank for this win here, Ty?
Kurt's Trucking, London Recreational Racing, Sun Life, and Automotive Truck and Tire, and all 2 of my great teammates that helped me out.
Well, very good. Yeah, you owed a big thank you to Jacob Manning, man, because You know, if
I
you're,
have to
if
split
you're,
some of that money with them.
yeah, and a big thank you to Brandon Dennis. He's the one that's paying it out. Maybe you ought to give him half.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, you guys go to Kentucky next week. So, what's your thoughts on that now?
The
The
I
new
don't know.
Kentucky.
I'm not too good on those. Like Kentucky, Kansas, Charlotte, those type of tracks. Hoping maybe for a top 10 there at best, but I don't
Okay.
think we're gonna be contending for a win.
Well, the new Kentucky's a whole lot different, man. Wow. I did a race there the other night. The guys were in the cup cars, and man, you could just flat foot it there just about, you know?
Oh.
It's not like the old Kentucky ice skating rink, you know?
Yeah.
All right, well, go celebrate that win, Ty, and we'll see you next week at Kentucky, and hopefully you can get a good finish there. You got to keep that momentum going. You know, you got that all that energy build up now after tonight's win, and the confidence build up and everything. And I hope you can carry that over to next week at Kentucky.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, we caught up with second place, Brandon Dennis. Brandon, man, back and forth fighting with these guys. Is there any way that you could have pulled that win out?
Well, I was trying to hook up with Brandon Barkuski there at the end. We had talked back and forth. It just wasn't working out at the end. And then I saw William, and he stuck with me. He stuck with me really good. So I was going to try to split them 3 wide. And then I don't know what car they bobbled, and I went low. So I ended up behind the 19 out of sheer luck. And I pushed the hell out of him to try to get a good second place finish. I was thinking about passing him, but he was blocking pretty aggressive. I think someone would have got turned if I tried to make the move. So I just played the conservative route.
Well, that was probably best, you know. I'm not sure, but you might have maybe tied Kyle Morningstar for the most laps led tonight. I don't know. You'll have to look at that, but I know you were right up there. You guys led a lot of laps, a lot of battle in there between you and him, and just, man, it was such great, intense racing that you guys were putting on up there. And there was a couple of times it looked like you might have got caught, like you with, some lap traffic there, and was kind of slowing you up. A couple close calls, almost getting wrecked. And how much fuel was left in that car when you crossed the finish line?
I got 0.9 gallons.
Well, it was getting close because we know you were saving. If you would have had to go another green, white checkered or two, you might not have made it. We figured there was a couple out there, and I think you were in the worst shape right there as far as fuel mileage.
Yeah, we pit first. What really got me up there battling with them guys was I want to do a shout out to Christopher Heller, because he was behind me. I think we had like 7 laps more fuel than those guys. And he got behind me, and I said, this is the time we're going to make everything up. And we caught up to that lead pack and eventually passed him. And if he would have took 2 tires, I took 2, he took 4. There was a miscommunication there. I think we would have been long gone from the pack early on there.
Well, we were watching when you pitted, and you'd only ran about 14 laps, and you pitted and that let 20 to go. Wes was talking about it. He was kind of concerned about if that, you weren't leaving yourself enough for the green, white checkers in there.
Yeah, and, I saw the pit window
kind of early. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the pit window come up. I ran 2 laps, and then me and Lee pit, and Lee and I pit, and then and then I was getting concerned we weren't going to catch the lead pack again, but by sheer luck we did, and Lee did a hell of a job too.
Well, I'll tell you what, you did a heck of a job as well. So, Brandon, congratulations on your second place. I guess you got to pay yourself now the $3, right?
I guess so. I'm probably going to put it in the league donations. And if I just want to give a shout out to We're Gonna Lose for sponsoring the car, and Foul Zones Towing, and everyone that donated to Renegade Racing League to get you to broadcast us. And I want to thank you too, Rudy. I appreciate everything.
Well, it's not a problem, Brandon. It's a pleasure. You guys put on a heck of a show here tonight. And, from what I've seen last season, just amazing racing all the way around. I mean, some intense racing. You guys put on a great show. So it's all about you. It's not about me. I'm just a broadcaster. That's all. You guys do a heck of a job.
Well, we appreciate everything you do anyway, Rudy. Thank you.
All right, buddy. All right, we'll go celebrate that. Well, before you go, I wanted to ask you, what's your thoughts on Kentucky next week?
Kentucky, I want to say it's really similar to Texas with these cars. So you get a good, well, I would say opposite. You get a good run in turns 1 and 2, and then turns 3 and 4 are really flat with this car, and you got to slow up. I think you're going to see a lot of issues in 3 and 4 next race there.
Okay. Like, well, you heard me just tell Ty there that I did a cup racer the other night, and man, them guys were flat footing it.
Yeah, and them cup cars, they got a lot of downforce. These cars
Yeah.
don't have that much downforce through there, so there's you got to slow way down in 3 and 4, and it gets
Man.
tight off real bad.
Yeah. At least it ain't like the old ice skating rink that used to be there, man. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
horrible before.
It
Golly,
was.
man.
Let me tell you, I love it though. I love having something to equalize the field.
Yep. All right, Brandon. Well, we'll see you next week. Congrats on second.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get the third place here. William Barbagelata, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Wow, man, we didn't even think that you would be up this close to the front, and you turned it on in the last few laps, man. You were really doing good.
Yeah, so me, Jacob, and Ty, we played the strategy really well at the end of that race when we were all up there until that caution with 2 to go. The restart, I was saving, so I was in fourth gear the whole time, and then we went green. I forgot to go down to second. I restarted in fourth, and I realized and ended up losing a lot of time there. So that was a big mistake on my part. And
Wow, you thought you were in. Oh, that is a horrible feeling, isn't it?
It was, but I didn't lose too much time, and then we got that last caution, and that helped us. We got bottled back up.
Yep.
And I got through that one wreck when we were coming to the white flag, and I was able to push Brandon. He pushed Ty, and I got third.
Well, the plan was there at the end. Were you just going to kind of stay with Brandon and try to see if you could, you guys could pass Ty maybe and take 1-2, or were you just going to kind of you were going to hopefully you were going to make it on the podium?
Yeah, I wasn't really sure what was going to happen there. I wanted either Ty or Jacob, my teammates, to win it, and I knew at the end there Brandon was pushing Ty, so I didn't want to push Brandon too much to get him clear, but I ended up working out perfect. I got third, Ty got the win.
Very good. All right, well, you guys go to Kentucky. What's your thought?
I actually have not raced at Kentucky yet, so I really don't know what to expect. I mean,
practice.
Yeah, I definitely got to do a lot this week, but I'm hoping it's going to be a fun one.
Well, I haven't seen the Xfinity cars on it yet, but the Cup cars they ran excellent there. But as you heard what Brandon said, they've got a lot more downforce than these cars, and but I'm hoping that you guys have a good. I'm sure you guys will have a good race there. I'm sure, because this league is really leaps and bounds ahead of a lot of leagues that, as far as talent in this league, you guys got a lot of talent for a lot of younger folks in here. I mean, yourself included. A lot of younger folks. You guys are pretty good drivers, I got to say.
Yeah, no, we've been having some great racing, especially last season, the end of it, and this was a great race too. So yeah, hopefully we carry that on to next week.
All right, brother. Well, anybody want to give a thank you out to before you go?
Yeah, just my teammates again, Ty and Jacob, for keeping us up there the entire time, and then Wesley and Brandon.
Very good, very good. All right, well, we'll catch you next week at Kentucky. Then, William, go celebrate that third place.
All right, thank you, Rudy.
Yes, sir. All right, folks, let's run down through the final results here. Oh, Wesley, if you're still in here, thank you for helping out. I'm sorry about you getting wrecked out, but that's super speedway racing.
Yeah, that's plate racing. You win some, you lose some.
Yep, it's yeah. we know when we come into a race like this that it's a roll of the dice. Whether you're going to finish or not. So. All right, Ty Aiken coming home with the win here. Brandon Dennis, man, get my tongue tied here. Finishing in second. William Barbagelata in third. Jacob Manning fourth. Kyle Hall fifth. Ray Polking did finish sixth. And you were saying earlier there, Wes, that he was the only guy out there that didn't have any incidents.
Yes. Looks like he did end up getting 4X there at the end.
Oh,
so that's
yeah. Right. Yeah. All right. Very good. Okay, Lee Tankersley will finish in 7th. Clayton White, 8th place. Christopher Heller did come back very good there, finishing in 9th because he was a lap down. And I just had a bad pit stops. A lot happened to him out there, man. He was like I think he was the league punching bag tonight. he got everything. Robert Dudley rounds out the top 10. Ryan Walsh will finish 11th. Brandon Barkuski, 12th. Daniel Durzik will finish 13th. Ron Holmes, 14th. Phil Bedford, 15th. Tom Miller, 16th. Sam Liotta, 17th. Justin Benda, 18th. Daniel Nanny, 19th. Robert Brill will finish in 20th. This is kind of messed up here because of the way they finished.
20th.
Well, yeah. Okay. All right. Then Brill, 21st. Okay. Because it's different on my overlays here. Matt Daniels, 22nd. Kyle Morningstar, 23rd. I don't know. This is all messed up. Spencer Dewsbury, 24th. Wow, this is all jacked up. I don't know.
25th.
Anyhow, you finished 26th. Yep. And Shane Posey, 27th. So, and Ryland Dewsbury did not start the race. So, well, good job out here. These guys did an excellent job tonight, Wes. I'm not even sure how many cautions they did have. Let's see. 4 cautions, I do believe. Yeah, 4 cautions. 33 lead changes. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty impressive. That was a heck of a run. They did a heck of a job, man. So, all right, well, folks, thanks for watching tonight. We do appreciate it. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night and wash them hands.